What up, guys? I'm here with Terrance, and he's a GOATA trainer. If you haven't heard of GOATA yet, it's taken the internet by storm, and I like a lot of the stuff that they say, and I'm trying to rehab my knee and get back to proper movement patterns. Terrance, what is GOATA? I know it's a big overall question, but how would you summarize it?
GOATA, I would describe it as nature's natural movement pattern. It's a movement intelligence that's inside of our body. That way, when we absorb force, we create bows and also corners as well too.
And how would you describe bows and corners? I've seen a lot of this stuff, but for somebody that doesn't know anything about GOATA and they've maybe seen these slideshows of people moving properly versus in a worse way that's more injury prone, what are some things you could describe to them there?
So the bows is more something like the squat. So like when you land and you land in that bow, that way you're not pressurizing on the inside of your foot. You're pressurizing more so on the outside edge. That way the muscles absorb the impact versus the joints.
Yep.
That way your knee doesn't cave in. So that's the bow.
And what I like about the GOATA stuff is from an anthropological point of view, they talk a lot about how Homo sapiens have moved forever. And when you look at traditional tribes, you see a lot of like GOATA movement, and they analyze this stuff a lot. So like you won't see in non-westernized societies people walking like this. You won't see when they're moving or running, you won't see their knee cave in like this. And so it just makes a lot of sense to me that this is a good way for us to move. And I'm trying to move intelligently. But you can't just jump into GOATA. You can't just start doing
No.
like
So,
the intense training that you see online. You gotta
first you
progress.
gotta decompress the body and create that relationship with the ground. So you go through different variations of rockers to help decompress the body. So one of the things I like to do is like sit on the ground in various resting positions. So here you got your crisscross applesauce here. You have your Caesar here. You have a half Caesar, half squat where you can sit here. I like this one as well too, where I sit legs extended. I like to grip my toes, sitting up nice and tall here. Just because you got to think, before this modern world, people sat on the ground.
Yes.
We live closer to the ground. So when you build that relationship to the ground, it's going to help decompress your body and teach your nervous system to organize, from the ground up.
Yep, I think that's cool. I don't even have a coffee table at home. It's sometimes a debate between my mother-in-law, who I love very much, but she's always like, get a coffee table, get a coffee table. No, I have the rug in front of the TV and I'm on the ground a lot. It's very GOATA approved. So let's get into some of the stuff. Obviously some stuff might be limited with my knee, but I want to learn some of these decompression patterns and then getting into the GOATA movement patterns as we progress over the next weeks, months to move properly. So where would you start with someone who hasn't done any GOATA training?
So I will start here with the child rockers here. So you want to have your knees about 2 fist width this apart.
Okay.
You can leave a little bit of space. The 2 big toes here are going to be touching.
Yep.
My heels are going to externally rotate away from the body. Yep, you got it.
Yes.
Hands out in front. So also as well too, you want to keep the spine neutral, and you have to keep your eyes up the entire time. One of the mistakes I made is keeping my eyes down. You're teaching the nervous system to organize in that back chain, because GOATA is all about being back chain dominant.
Yes.
And in this Western world that we live in, a lot of times we're front chain dominant, being on our phones, at our desks, driving. So we're pretty much reverse engineering to pull us more so in that back chain. So here, all right, my 2 big toes are touching. Heels are externally rotated. I have 2 fist width distance apart in the knees. Hands out in front, eyes forward, spine neutral. So what I'm gonna do is push myself back, slow and controlled. Then we're gonna come up. And you don't wanna come up too far. So think about when you come up, you wanna leave the pressure at maybe like your knuckle pads. So here, it's going back and forth here. So let's get like 15 reps. Nice and slow here. Keeping those eyes forward, spine neutral. And you can give like a half-second pause in that hip pocket as well too. But the eyes are definitely like one of the most important parts.
Yeah, that's been a big thing in PT when I'm doing some of these rehab exercises. Like I said, my PT is pretty tapped in, and like he'll be like eyes up.
Yeah.
Like it's just not natural, especially getting back to sports. Like I want to get back to playing soccer, and I do surf and stuff like that. You don't have your eyes down looking at your feet.
Nope.
So it makes a lot of sense.
And hunters and gatherers as well too. Back in prehistoric times, they had their eyes forward the entire time.
For sure.
And also as well too, another thing I like to improvise is like when I'm driving back, I like to make sure I'm driving my shins into the ground as well too.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I feel that.
Toe rockers here. So here, we're gonna dig our toes into the mat. We wanna make sure that our heels are behind our glutes. Of course, we're gonna keep the eyes forward as well too. So this is gonna help decompress the feet.
Yes.
That way those arches aren't collapsing as well too.
Everything's from the feet.
Everything's from the feet,
all the power is from big toe
Yep.
and your feet in general.
Because that's going to help organize
People
up through
have
the kinetic chain.
lost connection with their feet.
Exactly.
I did a post hating on Hokas. And my thing is like, okay, if you want to run in Hokas for an hour or whatever, but people are just wearing them the whole day, every day, losing connection with their feet completely, and their toes just end up like this. When you look at our toes, as Homo sapiens, like anybody will put the image right here of like they look like hands.
Yeah.
And that directly tells your nervous system a lot of information. So
no, for sure. Yeah, redirects that input up the kinetic chain. That's why for me, like I started investing myself into wide toe box shoes.
Yes, yeah.
So for me, like I grew up wearing because I'm a sneakerhead at heart, so I grew up wearing Jordans, Forces.
Yep.
But for me, I'm gonna decenter myself from that just because now I know what it's doing to my feet.
100%.
Just encapsulating your foot.
It is. I rock barefoot. I try to go barefoot most of the time, and then like, for sure, if like I'm going out, like I have some shoes that like I'll wear, and I try to find ones I can spread my toes out in. But yeah.
But barefoot, they're coming out with some sick designs that you can rock and look.
Palooza was cool. Yeah, those got the highest rating. Yeah.
Hobie Bear. Check out Hobie Bear.
Okay.
Yeah, they got some. Yeah, they got some
nice
stuff.
I love that. So for this one, we are tucking the toes.
Yep, tucking the toes here, making sure the toes are dug into the ground. Heels behind the glutes.
Heels behind the glutes.
Of course, you want to keep the eyes forward, spine neutral, and we're just gonna rock back. Keeping those eyes forward, spine neutral. Same thing that we did with the child rockers. Also make sure those knees are about 2 fist width distance apart.
Nice. I can feel this starting to open up the fascia on the feet. And because I've injured that right leg, my fascia on my right foot is tighter.
I can even feel it too in my like upper back and neck as well too.
Yeah, for sure. And for surfing, this is super important because you have your neck up a lot in surfing.
For sure.
And sometimes I realize I don't train that at all. Then if I surf a bunch, like 3-4 days in a row, I get neck tightness. And so this can help with that.
And then as well too, like when you rock back, you feel that heel flick away from the body.
Yeah.
So it's, reinforcing that heel flick as well too. More so on that subconscious level.
Yeah, you don't want your heel caving inwards.
Yeah, inward, yeah.
Because that creates injury risk.
Going to the bow rockers here, so I'm going to bring one leg inside here. It's going to be slanted here. I had that inside ankle bone high.
Sweet.
So now I'm going to rotate here. We want to keep the head in the column of this leg here. Now I'm going to bring this knee up. I'm going to turn this foot inward here, eyes up, and we're just going to rock here.
Okay, cool.
Going back and forth, keeping those eyes forward. I like to lead the movement with my knee. And for this one as well too, don't necessarily chase the range, chase the motion.
Okay.
And the range will eventually open up.
So then you're going a little bit over here, like hands are kind of over there?
Yeah. So here, head is in the column.
Yep.
So I like to put one hand on the side, one hand here, out in front, and we're just rocking. You got to keep that head up.
How's this?
Yep, that's good. Okay. Now I just want to make sure, head got to be in the column. Yep. All right.
Here, more here?
Yep, more, yep.
Yep.
So in line with that front leg here.
There we go. I can feel that in that right glute.
Yep.
That's good.
Really good decompressing. Keep that head up. You got to think too is reinforce that inside ankle bone high.
Yep.
The leg inside. And then as well too, that head in the column, because one of the GOATA laws is you got to have the head in the column.
For sure.
When you're walking. You just rock back as far as you can. Don't chase range, just chase the motion. And then the more you do it, of course, it's going to open up.
If you feel it in the glute, you can feel that like you're saying, that decompression is what you guys call it.
Yeah, and the hips and the ankles, the knees.
Okay, the GOATA slant board. I bought one of these.
Okay, nice.
Why do you guys use this specific kind of setup?
So pretty much to reinforce that inside ankle bone high, and also keeping that second big toe straight as well too. And this is also going to help you the nervous system on a subconscious level to pressurize on that outside edge versus inside here. Because
so when you say inner ankle bone high, like basically in people who move well and have less injury, this ankle bone collapsing in, like I'm showing right there, is a high injury position. Is that correct? For sure, because you're putting a lot of pressure on the joints. Now, when the inside ankle bone is high, now the muscles is going to absorb most of the force. Yes. Can you show me an example, like what inside ankle bone low would be, and then inside ankle bone high? Like, so low would be here. Yes. Now you're putting all the pressure on the joints here. For sure. Now high would be here, like just my stance here. My feet are forward. My second toe is straight, and the pressure I can feel in my feet is more so on the outside edge
versus inside here.
Yep.
And that's why we did the decompression stuff, especially with the feet, so we don't want those arches collapsing.
For sure.
Putting those pressures on the joints.
Yep, and that runs up all the fascia.
Exactly.
You looks maxers out there. A lot of the, have you known about this like looks max
Yeah,
and GOATA overlap?
Uh-huh.
Because they're starting to realize that the fascia goes up through the feet, into the jaw, into the head.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I've been talking with a lot of these fascial experts, the face and head massage people, the GOATA people, and a lot of it does center around it changes how you look.
For
which
sure.
is pretty cool.
I agree, because even when I started doing this stuff, I could feel like my face kind of like reconstructing in a way. It's hard to put it into words, but I feel like my jawline is a little bit more sharper.
Yeah.
So
No, the fascia connections are there, and
Yeah.
it starts from the feet. So, yeah, let's dive into the slant board.
All right, so we'll start here with the squat. So here we got the inside ankle bone high. My second, the second toe here is pointed straight. So here it's more like a squat and a hinge at the same time. So I'm leaning forward, and when I squat down, my knees are gonna come out to reinforce that bow pattern.
Yes.
And that bow is gonna help you land here. That way the muscles are absorbing most of the force. So here on the slant boards, so my second toe is pointed straight, knees slightly bent. Also, you want to have your hips back here, and think of like an eggshell butt. So you have like an egg against the wall, and you're not trying to crush the egg.
Okay.
So here we're leaning forward, coming down, and you guys can see I'm creating that bow while keeping, you know, my feet straight in time.
Cool. Kind of a squat hinge motion.
Yeah.
Knees are driving out.
Yep.
Toes are forward, and you're feeling that
And then
that
you
slant
see
board. Yeah.
the micro shakes as well too on my legs. That's the nervous system, you know, learning the terrain.
Yep. You're trying to really feel the whole motion.
And the same thing what I said about the decompression work, you got to keep the eyes forward as
Yep.
well too with this. So here, eyes forward, my spine is neutral, and that mid back is active as well too to reinforce more back chain dominance here.
Sweet.
So
And
good.
is hammer toes the only one that makes one of these things? Because that's where I got mine.
The GOATA coaches as well too. If
GOATA
you go
coaches,
to
yeah.
go to the GOATA website, yeah, you can
Nice.
get them there.
Okay, boom. And so I'm feeling my big toes there. I'm starting to feel like the outside of my feet. And I'm basically going to, keeping my eyes forward.
Keep your eyes forward. You want
I'm
to
gonna
kind
find
of
that-
hinge forward a little bit.
Yep.
With your knees slightly bent. And you're gonna squat now you're gonna squat from that position.
Yeah.
So yeah, lead with your hips
Yeah.
back here. Then come down. Keep the eyes forward as well too. Nice. Good, yep. And the mid back is active. Good, nice. And you don't have to take it as slow. You can just rep it out. Just
Rep it out? Okay,
yeah,
nice.
rep it out. Yep. Nice. Back down. Yep. And then another thing too, you don't want to drive your hips too forward as well too, because now you're more so in that front chain.
Okay.
The hips need to be behind the rib cage
Okay.
the entire time. So
Sweet, so
when you
finishing
come
like
up,
here.
so more so here.
Okay.
Hips still behind the rib cage. Good. Yep. Back down. Nice.
It's cool. I can even feel that old left ankle sprain. And it's like better, but I can like feel it working.
So see
Which
if you
is
can
cool.
also as well too, because I see like you kind of coming off the
Yeah.
yeah. There we go. Good. Now
Grip
from
with
there.
the toes.
Yep. Hips behind the rib cage, eyes forward. Nice. Good. And you should feel it decompressing the body as well too.
For sure. Yep. So now adding some weight.
Yep. My second toe is pointed forward, slightly bending my knees. My hips are behind the rib cage, heads forward. I have that eggshell butt here. Just squatting down so I can get lower because that weight is driving me down. You see, I'm just repping it out.
Yep.
And I'm not coming like all the way to the top because we want to keep those hips behind the rib cage. Eyes forward the entire time.
Nice.
Eyes forward. Nice. That looks good. Nice. Yep. Creating that bow. His feet are pointed forward. Big toe is pointed forward. Look good. Look at that bow. You see it? Look at that bow.
Yeah, it feels good. I feel like as we progress through this, I'm getting more open and like it feels more natural.
Perfect shape you need when you land.
Yeah, I'm repping that in physical therapy a lot. When we're doing plyos, it's like if I'm landing the knee caving forward, that's not a good sign. So
No, for sure.
this is helping reinforce that.
So same thing. You want your big toe on the tape. Second toe pointed forward, slightly bending my knees. Again, hips behind the rib cage, creating that eggshell butt. Also with this one as well too, I like to reinforce that mid back active. So I like to arch my mid back here. And we're just gonna keep the eyes forward here, then back up. And also when I'm coming down too, I'm forcing my knees outward to create that bow. So it's here. And I'm pushing my hips back as well too. So
Yeah.
I'm leading the movement with my hips. Eyes forward, arching that mid back.
Sweet.
creating that bow. And same thing with the squat. Don't overthink it, just rep it out.
So this is like more of a hinge, you'd say?
Well, hinge, but we're also creating that bow as well too. So it's gonna help with the landing. So slightly bend. Wait, so I don't want you to bring your hips up though. So more here.
So right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep the eyes forward. Make sure you arch your mid back the entire time.
Okay, yeah, I feel that.
Nice, yep. Good, yep. And drive the knees out as you come down. And then you want to drive your hips back. Backing up. Good, nice, right there. That's perfect. Good, yep.
Are there any athletes that you know of that are like really good movers that you've seen?
Tom Brady's one of them.
Tom Brady, yeah?
Yeah, Tom Brady's one of them.
The GOAT.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
he
the
still
GOAT.
does a lot of movement.
I think he
and
does like
exercise.
more so like functional patterns, I believe.
Yeah.
Have you seen that system?
I have, yeah. But yeah, I've seen some of those images of Tom Brady when he's throwing a dart and like, you know, you see like the finishing mechanics of like the heel flicked out like you're saying, and a lot of that stuff is just programmed
And
in.
creating that bow on
Yeah.
that front leg as well too. So yeah, Tom Brady's one of the main ones. Michael Jordan,
Yep.
Barry Sanders. Those are some of the like the best.
Do you know who Kelly Slater is?
I don't. Oh yeah, I know who. Yeah.
You do?
Yeah. I heard that name before.
Good. I've been asking people if they know who Kelly Slater is lately, and a lot of people don't know who he is, and I crash out.
It sound like what? It's like an older athlete.
He is an older athlete, that's fair to say.
What sport?
So you don't know
football?
Kelly Slater?
No, I heard the name, bro. I've heard the name before. Is it football?
No. He's one of the greatest surfers of all time.
Oh,
Kelly
okay. I swear I've
Slater.
heard that name before. Yeah.
It's all good. It's been like a theme of like my content lately, like asking like, how old are you?
33.
Okay, yeah, I feel like with other dubious was like 30. You should know.
But I never got into surfing though.
Do you want to try?
I got to learn to swim first.
Dude, we could take you surfing even if you don't know how to swim, really.
Okay, but one of
We'll
my
get into
goals
that.
is to
You
definitely
get me
take swim lessons. So.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
You get me GOATA aligned, we'll get you a wave.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Let's
let's
do it.
go, bro.
All right, so here I got my big toes on the tape. Second toe pointed forward, slightly bending my knees here. Hips behind the rib cage, creating that eggshell butt. I want to hold the plate up to my chest. Also keeping that mid back active as well too, so that way we don't collapse. Eyes forward. So here, leading the movement with my hips. Hips going back.
Cool. Hinge
Hold it.
back. Your
Yep,
knees
hinge
are
back.
going out.
Head-
Your eyes are forward.
Eyes are forward. Feet are straight. Second toe is pointed straight. When you push your hips back, naturally, it's going to create that bow. That's why the slant boards are there for, to more so reinforce that inside ankle bone high
Yeah.
without you necessarily have to put much effort into it. Because doing these without the board, it takes a little bit more coordination.
For sure. It's
And-
interesting with the board too, like old injuries I have, like a little like left like ankle sprain that I had a while ago. I'm like, oh, I can like kind of feel it like working now. And I think what happens too after even like a minor injury is people then program in bad movement patterns around that. So like they never fully heal it or work at it, and then your body guards, and then
So
next thing you know, you
It's because they're
Moving
treated too much like a hardware issue instead of getting to the software of it.
yeah, the nervous system.
Yeah.
Yeah. So soften the knees,
Soften the
drive
knees.
them out.
Hips
Low,
back, create that
yep.
eggshell butt. Keep the mid back active here. Look up and out. Hold that plate to your chest and just here, rep it out. Keep the hips behind the rib cage. Nice. Yep, drop those hips out. Good, yep.
It's hard work when you're really focusing on it, and
Oh yeah. Takes a lot of mental focus. So now we're gonna create the bow, and then you have to corner that back leg, which is gonna reinforce that heel flick away from the body. Also, you have to keep this column loaded as well too, with your head in the column. So when I think head in the column, your head needs to be in the column to where your nose is over the second toe, and then eyes forward as well too. So here, nice and tall, inside ankle bone is high here, stepping back, driving up, step back, driving up, and I have my head in the column the entire time. And so when I go into that lunge, so you're going down and that knee naturally comes out. So they go down and out.
sweet.
So here I'm going down, the knee comes out. And you want the knee to be past that pinky toe
Okay.
at the 22-degree mark, 22.5-degree mark. So here,
This is crucial because cutting is one of the most common places where athletes get injured.
exactly.
And if they have, and like you can just see in so many of the footage that GOATA puts on, just everybody, honestly, like you'll see people's head go over here, big knee cave in, and it's one of the riskiest positions. And
yeah, the inside ankle bone goes low. That's where they collapse at. Rotating. One of the biggest mistakes I made early on, because you kind of have to rotate, I would bring my head to this side, but you want the head to stay in the column.
Okay.
So again.
So we're here. When I move this out, I want inner ankle bone high.
So you got to step. You know you got to step away. So I'm here, stepping away.
Got you. So you're like here.
Hold on. Let me.
Yeah. Show me where this foot should roughly land.
So here, step away, and rotating. Head is in the column.
Boom. Okay. Oh yeah. Here.
Yeah, but you also need to corner that hip. So if you watch me, I'm rotating here. It's all one motion. Not bad.
My head moved way too much.
Yeah, we got to keep that. Nice, not bad. And then also as well too, when you put that head in the column, look, my chest.
The chest rotates and the head stays in the column. Okay.
Yep. Good. Yeah, I would try too is like try to get that chest down here.
Okay.
Yeah.
A little more like
bring your chest down with it. I don't know if this would be easier. I like to kind of keep my hands like I'm holding something here.
Okay.
And really get that. There we go. Much better. Good. Yep. See, we're creating that corner, that bone, that side, inside ankle bone high. Nice. Much better.
Sweet. That's one I need to work on, but I like that.
And what I like to think about corner too, as much as possible, try to get that pinky toe like towards the ground. I should have said that at the beginning. Yeah, that pinky toe.
My left side's stronger than my right because of that injury.
Yeah.
And I don't really feel
I can see one of your legs is bigger than the other.
Yeah. I had quad atrophy.
Nice.
Sweet.
That was good.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
When we start, as you guys can see, my feet are pointed forward. That second toe is pointed forward. You also want to have about fist width distance apart on the feet to reinforce that narrow stance and straight feet. So here, I want to be on the balls of my feet.
Yeah.
Eggshell butt. So I'm not really pressurizing too much on the pole here. So also as well too, I want to force my knees out to create that bow. So that knee is outside that pinky toe here. My hips are back. I want to make sure I keep my mid back arched the entire time. Head is forward here. And I'm just feeling through my feet. And as you guys can see, that shaking here that's the nervous system learning the terrain here. And we just hold that here. Keep those eyes forward. Plate. Want to keep the plate to the chest.
So we're here. We're about
a
fist distance apart, and we're going to.
On your toes.
We're gonna have our butt there, but we're not like pressuring the back of this thing.
Right.
It's like
and one thing I should have mentioned when I did it, you want to keep the pressure on your toe pads. So you have your 5 toe pads here.
Yep.
That's where you're going to be pressurizing and feeling through your feet. So all 5 toe pads need to be connected to the ground.
Okay. And we're gonna come up onto the
toes.
Yep.
And then you want to take your knees out, hips behind the rib cage, eyes forward, and then you want to feel through your feet, like really pressurize through those 5 toe pads, eyes forward, and just hold that. So we go. Let me time you out for 40 seconds.
Sweet.
And really keep that mid back arch as well too.
Yep.
Nice. Yep. You see that shaking? That's the nervous system learning the terrain. So that shaking is good. So you want to organize in that shake, and when you hold this position, don't fight it. You just have to organize within the position. We're not holding it until we're ready for the time is over with, because then you're going to teach the nervous system how to panic. You want to stay organized in that. Nice. That looks good here. All right, we got 15 seconds here. 3, 2, 1, and time. Nice. Good job, big dog.
Dude, those are hard.
You feeling your glutes?
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you feel in a lot of places.
The mid back, I feel it in my core.
Yep. And it's like with any exercise, there's a way to do exercises super easily and like get through them, and there's a way to actually like do them. Like you can do a pull-up and go like, oh, 10 reps of a pull-up, and when you like really like pull and slow, it's like it's a different thing.
It's a different.
I feel like GOATA, you have to get that. You have to understand that, because if you just like go like, oh, I can do this or whatever, it's like that's not what it is. Yeah,
you're not going to get the full benefits of
For
the
sure.
exercise. Another thing I should have mentioned too, when you're in this position here, we're also reinforcing the crown forward and the tailbone back as well too, which is, back chain dominance as well.
Yeah, super.
Because even like when I held that position just for the like 20 seconds I did showing you, I can feel my crown and tailbone like more so connected.
Some later stage GOATA stuff. What are we looking at here that I'll eventually progress to?
Oh yeah,
I've
so
seen you do.
we'll use the landmine here for more to GOATA squat, but we're not going to be using the slant boards. So this is really going to make you dial in to reinforce that inside ankle bone high.
Yes.
While creating that bow. You want to have, you know, fist width distance apart here, pressurizing all 5 toe pads. So you want your toe pads here connected to the ground the entire time. So that's why we don't rush through the movement as well too, because then you'll skip steps, you know?
Yeah.
So here, hold the landmine here. I'm pressurizing here, all 5 toe pads. I want to keep the head up the entire time here. So here, all 5 toe pads down, squatting down,
Yep.
driving up. And so when I drive up, as I drive up, I'm pressuring through my toe pads to drive up, and that creates that corner. You see the heel flicks away from the body?
Yep.
So here, so we're going to your bow, all 5 toe pads down, corner, toe pads are still down. I'm using the toe pads to come up.
Sweet.
You have to feel through the rep.
Yeah, yeah.
Feel through your feet. Eyes forward. Got my hips behind my rib cage, creating that corner on the way up.
Nice.
Ooh, that
That's
burn.
really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet.
It's a good one. Also have your Seiza here. So with the Seiza, because that one is going to take a lot of time to progress to, you can have like a towel under your, behind your knees, and then you can also have something like a towel or something as well too under your shins for the Seiza. So here,
Yep.
ideally you want to be here, towel here, towel here. Also back chain dominant, so you want to be ear, shoulder, hip, and ankle all aligned nice and straight here. You also have, you got your half Seiza, half squat here. And then you got your toe tuck sitting here. For that one as well too, you might need a towel, so put a towel behind your kneecaps here. This is gonna help, you know, decompress the feet. Also, you don't wanna be hunched in that front chain, you wanna be nice and tall, so ear, shoulder, hip, ankle all need to be aligned.
Perfect.
Because that's more of the natural way, you know, humans were sitting before furniture exists. Because you gotta think, the furniture, you're auctioning off your nervous system because the furniture is holding you together. Now when you sit on the ground, the nervous system has to come online to organize in those shapes.
Yeah, so don't sit and watch Netflix like this. Just do some of those movements and watch your Netflix.
You get back on the ground, guys.
All right, guys, that is my first GOATA workout, and this is where you can start if you're looking into starting to decompress your body. And then comment below if you want to see sort of the next stages. I'm going to go do my homework, which are these movements right here, and then we will progress as time goes and get us moving properly. Thank you so much, bro. Yeah, I really appreciate it.
Nice working with you, man.
Thank you, man. That was good stuff.
Good stuff, man.
Let's get it.
Let's get it, guys.